Hey guys, it's Leviatros, and welcome to the final day of living off one more dollar each day, day $15. As I had mentioned, I'm going to do things a bit differently for the final episode. Instead of using today's budget to buy food or groceries for the day, I'm instead not going to touch the budget at all and only eat food or ingredients that I already own that I had bought throughout the rest of the series. I will be paying today's budget to good use, but I'll cover that at the end of the episode. I doubt anyone's been paying close enough attention to know what all ingredients I have available at this point, and I can say that pretty confidently because I forgot myself until I actually went through my fridge. So, let's recap. Available to eat throughout the day is part of a quiche, an entire Pizookie, 9 eggs, 7 slices of bread, 7 slices of American cheese, about half a bag of spinach, plenty of salt, and about 2.5 sticks of vegetable oil. Based on the food and ingredients available, I think I'll eat the quiche and then the Pizookie, and then I can use the vegetable oil sticks to grease a pan, cook some eggs, and maybe toss in some spinach, add some cheese on it for sure, and if I really want to, I can make it into a sandwich. Overall, I don't think it's going to be too difficult of a final day, but let's see how it goes. I finished the quiche, which was surprisingly good. The extra cheddar cheese definitely helps it. But I'm still pretty hungry, so it's time to make the Pizookie. Now, the main part of the Pizookie is the cookie itself, and it needs to be heated up, but they give you a variety of instructions to follow on how to do that. Now, I do own an air fryer, and so I think I'm going to give that a shot and see how it turns out. Alright, the cookie is reheated, and the instructions said 4 minutes, which didn't sound like quite enough time, but it looks like it's pretty well done. I mean, it kind of looks the same, but it feels pretty warm, so I think it's done. The next step is to add the ice cream, and normally I would just kind of like keep in the container and use some of it so I can save half of the cookie for later. But with this being the final day of the series, it sounds pretty tempting and cathartic to just eat the entire Pizookie right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that ice cream, all of it, on top of it as it would actually be served. But here's how the ice cream looks. Let's use a butter knife to help get it out. I tried removing the cookie from the pie tin, but it did not go very smoothly. It's looking pretty broken, but it should taste just as good. Let's go ahead and add the ice cream on top of it now. I can get it to come out. Feels like I'm turning a blizzard upside down. I think I'm gonna have to set this down to get it out. Okay, definitely took 2 hands, but it's looking okay. I was hoping to have it presented like it would be at the restaurant, but it is not looking that good. Let's go ahead and add the caramel sauce. I'm gonna try to drizzle that on here. Okay, I feel like that's going alright. Okay, that part turned out pretty well. It's looking pretty professional. Let's see how I do with the chocolate chips. Okay, chocolate chips looking pretty mediocre. Regardless of how it looks, I'm just as excited to start eating it, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. I made sure to get all of the ingredients into the same bite. Let's see how it is. This is really good, which is fortunate because it's like 1,200 calories, so I'm glad it's at least worth it. I don't think I said it this episode, but this is the salted caramel flavor Pizookie, and it's one of my favorites. There's a lot going on, but it's all good. I'm definitely looking forward to finishing this whole thing. I think I'll be pretty full for a bit, but I think later tonight I'll need to eat some of the eggs that I have left over, and I think that'll get me through the rest of the night. I think 9 eggs should be enough to feed me. So, update, I finished the entire Pizookie, but I should not have done that. It was really good, but I definitely should have split it into 2 servings. I'm feeling a little sick from eating so much sugar, but I'm gonna chug like an entire glass of water. I should recover pretty soon, but I don't think I'm gonna be worrying about food for a bit, so at least that's taken care of. Not too surprisingly, but after finishing the Pizookie, I actually wasn't hungry for the rest of the night. At least not hungry enough to actually go through the process of making eggs. So, let's recap what I ate for today. I ate the quiche that I had left over, and the entire Pizookie, and that was it. The Pizookie did feel like a ton of food, but overall, it was a lot of calories, but not a lot of volume of food that I ate today. I did get hungry for a bit, but like I said, not enough to actually get up and make eggs. And doing the series by now, I've realized that there's times I get pretty hungry, but I know now that if I just wait a while, it'll go away. Now for today's budget, we have $15, and we spent none of it. That's because today I'm only eating leftover food from earlier in the series. But the actual reason behind that is because when I first started the series, I knew it was going to be quite a bit of a challenge to live off of only $1, $2, or $3 for food for the entire day. But it wasn't scary because with the constantly increasing budget, I knew that if I just hung in there for a few days, it wouldn't be too long before things got comfortable again. Plus, if things got really bad, I could always just quit. This challenge was entirely optional after all. But for a lot of people living in this situation, it's not.
You must have learned a great deal more than you bargained for through this experience, Mr. Watson.
No, sir.
Beg your pardon?
I don't really know what it feels like, sir. If I didn't like it, I could always get out.
So I decided that on the final day, instead of using the highest budget of the series so far to splurge on a nice meal for myself, I instead wouldn't touch any of it and donate all of it to a charity that helps fight hunger. So I'll be making a $15 donation to World Central Kitchen. They respond to crises around the world to provide meals to people in need. And because you guys were generous with me and voted to let me carry over change from previous days, I'll be donating all of the remaining change to the charity as well. $1.50 sounds pretty underwhelming though, so let's round it up to $5 and make it $20 total. That still sounds kind of low though, so let's make it $25. If you'd like to match that donation or donate any amount, a link to do so is in the description below. And with that, this series is over. I was thinking of making a video of me reflecting and talking about my thoughts on the series overall, but I think it'd mostly just be me rambling with very little editing. So I'm not sure if I'll make that, but if you have any questions, feel free to comment them down below and I'll make sure to get to them. By the way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys whenever.